Yes, let me update the records now because I'm trying to do that as well. USC defeats LSU. Final score 27. USC 27, LSU 20. USC get their first one of the year as LSU gets their first loss of the year. Just an unfortunate way to lose. First quarter, nobody scored. Second quarter, 10-10. Third quarter, LSU leads 7-3. Fourth quarter, USC takes a 14-3 lead and ended the game. This game, inside of the Allegiant Stadium, we lost in front of 64,000 people. LSU, Garrett Nussmeier, he had a solid game. And trust me, the rant's coming. Just be patient with me. Garrett Nussmeier, 29 for 38, 304, 2 touchdowns, and 1 ugly pick at the end of the game. Running the ball, John Emery Jr., 10 for 61. Josh Williams, 9 for 33. Caleb Jackson, 6 for 18. And Xavier Thomas, 1 for 5. The running game didn't do that bad. Kyron Lacey, 7 for 94 and a touchdown. But do you know what I find odd? Do you want to know? What I find odd is that Kyron Lacey, those stats I just read were his halftime stats. What's up, Connor? So you mean to tell me the entire second half you couldn't even give Kyron Lacey any more touches, especially at the end of the game? On the brink of 100 yards, 7 for 94, 1 touchdown, but those are his stats at halftime. You've got to be kidding, bro. You've got to be kidding, man. Freaking can't believe it, man. Aaron Anderson had a solid day, 5 for 64 and a touchdown. Mason Taylor, why did we go away from him? Who knows? 7 for 62. So he wasn't the problem. The only problem I saw is that Brian Kelly's old self decided not to get him involved when we needed to get him involved. Xavier Thomas, 2 for 23. We hardly used him. CJ Daniels, 3 for 19. We hardly used him. Kamora and Pimpton, 1 for 14. John Emery Jr., 1 for 10. Caleb Jackson, 1 for 9. Kyle Parker, 1 for 6. Josh Williams, 1 for 3. We didn't even use the running backs and receiving game that much. Defensively, Savion Jones, 4 tackles, 1 assist, and 2 sacks. So he played well. Major Burns, 3 tackles, 3 assists. Whit Weeks, 3 tackles, 3 assists. Jordan Allen, 3 tackles, 3 assists. Ashton Stamps, 3 tackles, 1 assist. And he also had a good pass breakup at the end of the game. Greg Penn III, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Wes Weeks, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Harold Perkins, that man was dominant, 1 tackle and 7 assists. LSU's not going to the playoffs this year, I know. I said it before the season, LSU's not making the playoffs this year. It's going to be another year where it's like, okay, Joe Burrow leaves, but what's going to happen? But now Jane Daniels leaves, and look what's happening. But the thing is, there's 2 differences. That year, we had like TJ Finley, Freaking Max Johnson and somebody else playing quarterback. But Garrett Nussmeier played well. Gio Pez, 1 tackle, 3 assists. Jordan Gilbert, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Jair Brown, 1 tackle. Aaron Burrell, 1 tackle. Kylan Jackson, 1 tackle. Sage Ryan with 4 assists. Paris Shand, 3 assists. Braden Swinson, 2 assists. JVR Suggs, 2 assists. Deshaun Womack, 1 assist. And PJ Woodland didn't have a single stat. Kick returns, Xavier Thomas, 1 return for 16 yards. Josh Williams, 1 for 14. Punt returns, Xavier Thomas, 2 for 16. And Damian Ramos, 2 for 2, 100%. Longest was a 45-yarder and scored 8 points. Punt, Payne Todd, 3 for 114. And Blake Oschendorf, 1 for 39. Now on USC side of the ball, Miller Moss, 27 for 36, 378, and 1 touchdown. Joquavius March, 16 for 68, 2 touchdowns. Played pretty solid, I ain't gonna lie to you. Quinn Joyner, 4 for 12. Miller Moss, 2 for -8. All right, so Connor's prediction next week is LSU 32, Nichols 18. Nah, we're going to blow them out. Kyron Ware Hudson, 5 for 83. LSU 35, Alabama 22. We're not beating Bama this year. Kyron Ware Hudson, 5 for 83. And he was also the dude with that one-handed snag. Lake McRee, 5 for 56. He was actually a solid player. Zachariah Branch, 4 for 56. Jacoby Lane, 3 for 50 and 1 touchdown. Deuce Robinson, 2 for 49. Kyle Ford, 2 for 45. Makai Lemon, 1 for 22. Jaquavius Marks, 3 for 7. Cade Eldridge, 1 for 6. And Quinn Joyner, 1 for 4. Now their defense, Kamari Ramsey, 5 tackles, 4 assists. Eric Gentry, 5 tackles, 2 assists. Jacoby Covington, 4 tackles. Jalen Smith, 3 tackles, 3 assists. Greedy Vance, 3 tackles, 1 assist. Braylon Shelby, 3 tackles. Mason Cobb, 2 tackles, 5 assists. And 1 interception, which was at the end of the game. Easton Mascarenas, 2 tackles, 4 assists. Nate Clifton, 2 tackles, 1 assist. DeCarlos Nicholson, 2 tackles. Achille Arnold, 1 tackle, 4 assists. John Humphrey, 1 tackle, 2 assists. Anthony Lucas, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Bear Alexander, 1 tackle. Christian Pierce, 1 tackle. Gavin Meyer, 3 assists. Hank Pepper, 1 assist. Solomon Tula Upu, 1 assist. Jide Abarzuri, 1 assist. And Jamil Muhammad, 1 assist. Their kick returns, Zachariah Branch had an amazing return. And that was his only return. He picked up 46 yards on the return. Makai Lemon, 1 for 8. Punt returns, Zachariah Branch has had 1 return. Kicking, Michael Lands was 2 for 3, 66.7%. Longest was a 35-yarder and scored 9 points. Eddie something had 3 punts for 166. Now let's get down to business. LSU sucks. You know why that is? Because of Brian Kelly. Brian, what was that? Why are you not involving any of our skilled players? Congratulations, you got Aaron Anderson involved. What, you want a cookie for that? Mason Taylor, the biggest dude on the team. You couldn't go to him in the middle of the field once. Look, I know he had an ugly drop, but come on, brother. Come on, man. You can't be doing that. You just can't be doing that, man. That's not the LSU way. Brian Kelly, literally Coach O, won a national championship and we still booted him out the door. And you haven't even won nothing yet, so we can easily do that to you. 3 years. This is your third year. Brian Kelly, out of all 3 of these years, the first game of the season, we played a top 25 team, and every single time we lost. And we lost to Florida State the other 2 times, and now you're here losing to USC. And I said before the game, you got to watch out for Miller Moss. What did LSU do? Now look out for Miller Moss. Speaking of Moss, yeah, this receiver freaking one-hand you. Sometimes I wish I could just go into a coma. LSU, man, that was horrible. I know Florida State lost to Georgia Tech last Saturday, but you see, last year's and the year before's Florida State team was way different than this Florida State team. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go into the team stats before I freaking give myself a panic attack. LSU 421 total yards, while USC had fucking 447. That can't be happening. You can't be getting 400 plus yards and allowing the other team to get 400 yards and expect to win. USC 378 passing yards. LSU 304. Yes, I'm reading the chat. USC has 69 rushing yards. LSU 117. USC averaged 7.5 yards per play, while LSU was averaging 6.6. LSU picked up 21 first downs, and USC picked up 24. But LSU, this is the kicker right here. You got stops on 6 third downs. And you mean to tell me you couldn't get none of them? LSU was 5 for 13. USC was 3 for 9. Come on, man. Come on, man. That can't be happening. Especially in the LSU program. We expect titles. We expect them now. We don't want to go through this long process. LSU was 1 for 2 on 4 downs, while USC was 0-1. And speaking of 0-1, LSU dropped 3 interceptions. And plus, they dropped a fumble. I didn't even know that was possible. LSU ran 64 total plays, and USC ran 60 of them. LSU punted the ball 4 times. I'll tell your dad who's coming on the stream. No, he's coming on the stream tonight. LSU had 4 punts. USC had 3. But LSU, 10 penalties for 99 yards. And USC, 6 penalties for 50 yards. My head hurts from just looking at this freaking box score. And then obviously LSU threw that 1 interception at the end of the game. Didn't even matter. I don't even blame Nussmeier for that throw. Even though he had Aaron Anderson wide open. USC had the ball for 27 minutes. LSU had the ball for 33 minutes. Brian Kelly freaking slamming his fist on the table. You weren't doing that when you were allowing USC to drive down the field on that final drive, getting that easy touchdown with 8 seconds left. Oh, no, you weren't doing that. Yeah, man, USC, I said that they're going to the playoffs. I think I had them number 6. I could be wrong. USC versus LSU was a football delight, unless, of course, you're Brian Kelly. Look, I don't care how much you lose by. Look, it was still a great game to watch. I don't care how much you lose by. I care about what's happening in the game. Like, if we got Kyron Lacey involved, if we got so much other players involved, but, we still lose the game somehow, yeah, I'll be upset, but I wouldn't be furious. Brian Kelly said it's unacceptable. No, yes, it is. It is unacceptable. No, duh. Yes, I'm reading the chat, Connor. Observations from. Let's see. So, 3 observations from LSU's Week 1 loss to USC. I'm going to read theirs, and I'm going to give my own. All right, number 1, Garrett Nussmeier lived up to the hype. Carv's defense. That he did. Garrett Nussmeier did have a great game. Other than a couple throws, it was like, what's today's date? Oh, September 1st. Why is he acting like it's Halloween? Throwing the ball to Casper the Ghost. But other than that, he had a solid day. 29-38, 304, I think, and a couple touchdowns. Connor, I'm reading your comment. I'm just choosing not to say anything because the comment makes no sense. I know it's September 2nd, but the game happened on September 1st. Offense disappears, rushing attack, non-existent. I won't say that. Yeah, the offense disappeared at the end of the game, but the rushing attack, non-existent. Yeah, we had nobody go over 80, 90, 100 yards. But, Josh Williams, when he was getting the ball, was doing some things. That's why I'm confused why we went away from him as well. It just makes me furious, bro. Yeah, the defense took strides, showed improvement in Week 1. Yeah, the defense did. The defense did show some promise. Yeah. All right. Yeah, those were their 3 observations. Here's my 3 observations. Kyron Lacey is a dog. That man is amazing. Second observation. Is Garrett Nussmeier did definitely live up to the hype. And my third observation is that even though the defense kind of struggled today, it's still better than last year's defense. But yeah, USC scored a touchdown in the final seconds of the game, man, in the final 8 seconds. Where in Florida have I been to? I don't know, and I don't plan on asking. Is Brian Kelly already on the hot seat? Yes, he is. I'm sorry, Brian Kelly's on the hot seat. Like, bruh, you've been here for 3 years. Like, with Notre Dame, I'm pretty sure you made the playoffs at least once, maybe more. But you can't be losing these type of games and expect, bruh. It's like you play stupid games to win stupid prizes. You don't lose that type of game. You can't and call yourself an elite coach. Like, I was hyping you up when you came here. I was like, all right, replacing Coach O is definitely going to be a task. But maybe, just maybe something good can come out of it. Where in Mississippi have I been to? Mostly the boardwalk. But yeah, the game just freaking sucks, man. Let me look at, so somebody has their top 25 projections after LSU takes a hit against USC. Let's see. So they have number 1. Where do they have LSU? This is not the official top 25. This is just where they would have them. Okay, I'm scrolling. They would have LSU. Dang. So they have LSU falling 8 spots going to number 21, going to 21. Where in Pennsylvania have I been to? Mostly the Philadelphia area. So they have us behind. Okay, and they have USC going all the way up to number 14. Let me see. Let's see. Georgia beat Clemson 34-3. We're not going ahead of Georgia. Ohio State beat Akron 52-6. Yeah, we're not going ahead of them. Texas beat Colorado State 52-0. Yeah. Alabama beat Western Kentucky 63-0. Oregon beat Idaho 24-14. Notre Dame beat Texas A&M 23-13. I don't know, Connor. I can't think about that right now when I'm talking about this game. Ole Miss beat Furman 76-0. Shit, I would put them in the top 5. Penn State beat West Virginia 34-12. Michigan beat Fresno State 30-10. Miami beat Florida 41-17. Missouri beat Murray State 51-0. Tennessee beat Chattanooga 69-3. Utah beat Southern Utah 49-0. USC obviously beat us 27-20. So Oklahoma beat Temple 51-3. Oklahoma State beat South Dakota State 44-20. Kansas State beat UT Martin 41-6. Georgia Tech beat Florida State 24-21 and Georgia State 34-12. Iowa beat Illinois State 40-0. Kansas beat Linwood 48-3. So shoot, I would actually agree with us being number 21. Well, Arizona beat New Mexico 61-39. Okay, Texas A&M lost to Notre Dame 23-13. Florida State lost to Georgia Tech 24-21, and they play Boston College tonight. And Clemson lost to Georgia 34-3, and they have NC State falling out the rankings. So whether it is okay, you could be in the number 1 seed. I don't know who your team is. If we're talking about LSU, the answer is no. Shoot, I would even have Arizona. They're playing New Mexico. Shoot, I would agree. I would have us at number 21. I would have us at number 21. Oh shoot, no. Man, freaking Jordan Gilbert gets a targeting call, which I don't really think is targeted now. And then I just set up Woody Marks for an 8 second or for a touchdown with 8 seconds left. And then Brian Kelly says, "I'm pretty angry." Nah, brother, I'm pretty angry. But anyway, that's gonna end the stream. Shout out to Connor for coming. Like, subscribe, share, and on so you don't miss another upload. Go Tigers, and don't be a Bama fan. I'm doing good. Not really.